Mata. It's mata. It's mata. It's mata. It's mata. Everybody. Good afternoon sa lahat ng mga estudyante natin dyan. Welcome back to our channel. Talagang tunay na welcome back. And TITO GELOBEE is here again for another mathematics tutorial video. So, after po ng mga 2,783 divided by 2 times 3 divided by 11 days. Ayan, ngayon lang po ulit tayo nakapag-post ng video. Ngayon lang po ulit tayo nagawa ng video. So, ayun. Actually, medyo, yun nga, nagkaroon lang ulit tayo ng medyo maluwag na time, mga isang oras lang. Isang oras lang natin ito gagawin yung video to. Sana maabot natin. So, simulan na kaya natin, huwag na natin pabayan. Simulan na natin ang pag-aaral ng math. So, ayun, sa grade 9, sa mga videos natin, tapos tayo sa solving quadratic equation using the sa apat na techniques, which is the extracting the square roots, factoring, completing the square, at quadratic formula. Tapos na tayo sa pag-solve ng quadratic equation. Pag sinabi natin equation, equal sign yun. So it means mostly we have one or two values of x lang to solve for that equation. No? This time, ang pag-aaralan naman natin ngayon ay hindi equation, kundi inequality. So our topic for today is quadratic inequality. So ano nga ba ang inequality? When we are talking about inequality, papasok dyan ang trichotomy property. When we are talking about trichotomy property, if A and B are real numbers if A and B are real numbers, then at least one and only one are true. It's either A is greater than B, A is less than B, or A is equal to B. Tapos na tayo sa A is equal to B. So, pag-aaralan natin ngayon yung dalawa, which is A is greater than B, and A is less than B. At pupunta tayo sa topic natin, which is the quadratic inequality. No? So, kapag quadratic inequality ang pinag-usapan, quadratic equation ang isa sa mga mahalagang key learning or key skills for solving a quadratic inequality. So, simulan na natin ang example ng quadratic inequality. So, before we start solving quadratic inequality, this idea should be observed first. So, meron tayong number line. Ito number line to . So, we have a number line with values A and B. Okay? So, kailangan nating ma-identify ang tatlong area nito. Itong area number 1, ang area number 2, at ang this area number 3. Okay? So, ang area number 1, for example, we are solving for the value of x, no? Using the A and B values. So, yung B na to class, that will be your critical value or for that specific region. Okay? So, this will be x is greater than b. Okay? Next. Dito naman, these are values of x na mas mababa kay a. So, that is x is less than a. And yung last, yung a and b, okay? So, ito yung mga values ng x na nasa gitna ng a and b, or kumbaga, values ni x na mas mataas kay a but less than kay b. So, x is greater than a but less than b. Okay? So, tandaan natin yung tatlong values na to because yan ang ating magiging sagot sa quadratic inequalities. Okay? So, yung isa pang idea na kailangan natin matandaan ay ito. Ito ay isang example ng real number line, which is, yung nasa gitna naman syempre is 0. Okay? So, lahat ng nasa right side ng 0, that is a positive sign. Tama? At ang lahat naman ng nasa left side ng 0, that is negative values. So, tandaan natin yan kasi si 0 ay napaka-importante para sa isang quadratic inequality. So, simulan na natin ang ating mga examples. So, first example, I have here given x squared is greater than x plus 2. So, katulad ng pag-solve natin ng quadratic equation, dapat ang right side natin ay equal kay 0. So, we will put x and 2 on the other side of equation using the addition property of equation. So, that will be x squared. So, yung x, pag nilipat natin sa kabila, that will be negative x. Then yung 2, same. From positive to negative, then greater than 0. So that will be x squared minus x minus 2 is greater than 0. Ang pinaka-first step na gagawin natin to solve a quadratic inequality is to find the critical values. What do we mean by critical values? Critical values are values of x that will make the equation 0. It means, to find the critical value, i-equate natin si x squared minus x minus 2 sa 0. So, sabi ko nga kanina, babalik tayo ng quadratic equation. So, what could be the value of x in that equation? So, using factoring, no? So, that will be x minus 2 times x plus 1 is equal to 0. So, x minus 2 is equal to 0. Put negative 2 on the other side, so x equals 2. X plus 1 is equal to 0. Put 1 on the other side of the equation, x equals negative 1. So our critical values is x is equal to 2 and x is equal to negative 1. Next step. Our next step is we will test the signs. Okay? When we're talking about testing the signs, gagawa tayo ng isang number line for that x. Okay? So, ito yung x number line natin. And our values of x is negative 1 and 2 as our critical values. So, i-arrange natin siya in our number line. This is negative 1. This is 2. Okay? So, katulad na sinabi ko kanina, we need to identify the regions. So, this first region, this is x is greater than 2. This one is x is less than negative 1. Okay? And this last part is x is greater than negative 1 but less than 2. Okay? Then we will test the sign. Okay? So, isusulat natin ng dalawang beses ang x squared minus x minus 2. Okay? Kasi dalawa yung value ng x na meron siya. Okay? So, kapag ginamit natin yung x squared minus x minus 2, magiging 0 siya kay negative 1 at kay positive 2. So, naglagay tayo ng 0 kasi mamaya explain natin siya kung paano, no? Then, dahil nga product yan, you will get the p. Okay? Final answer yung titignan natin mamaya. So, again, sabi ko nga kanina, so 0, ito yung 0 natin, yung left side niyan, negative, yung right side niyan, positive. So, negative, positive, positive. Dito naman kay 2, left side, negative, right side, positive. Okay? Then, when we are talking about P, it is referring to the product. So, it means we will multiply each side. So, negative times negative, that is positive. Positive times negative, that is negative. Positive times positive, positive. Okay? So now, our inequality symbol is greater than. So kapag greater than 0, di ba? When we are talking about greater than 0, it's more on the positive values. So it means, ang sagot natin, dun sa P dapat na titingnan, is the positive values. So kung anong region siya nag-positive, or kung anong region yung hinahanap natin na positive, yun yung ating final answer. So it means, our final answer is, ito yung una, Kasi nasa region siyang yan. Which is x is less than negative 1. Or, dahil dalawa ang sagot natin, or x is greater than 2. That is our final answer. So it means the values of x that will satisfy x squared minus x minus 2 is greater than 0 are x is less than negative 1 or x is greater than 2. Okay ba?
Okay! Okay!
Next example, this time naman, ang given natin is x squared minus 17x plus 70 is less than 0. Okay? So again, our first step is to identify the critical values. It means the inequality, we will equate it to 0. So critical values, x squared minus 17x plus 70 is equal to 0. So think of the value of x that will make this equation to 0. So by factoring, using the quadratic formula, completing the square, no? I will use again the factoring, no? So that will be x minus 7 times x minus 10 is equal to 0. So x minus 7 is equal to 0. Put negative 7 on the other side, so x equals 7. So x minus 10 is equal to 0. Put negative 10 on the other side, x is equals to 10. Okay? Next step, create a number line, then test the signs. Okay? So, our value, so x number line, so this is 7, this is 10. So, sulat muna natin yung mga pwede probable solutions natin. Okay? So, this side, this is x is greater than 10. This side is x is less than 7. And this side is x is greater than 7 but less than 10. So, testing the signs tayo. Okay, so x squared minus 17x plus 70. Dalawang beses natin siya susulat because we have two solutions for that. Then, product. Okay? So, at 7 and 10, the x squared minus 17x plus 70 is 0. So, 0 dito, 0 dito. Then again, remember the signs. Yung left side is negative, right side is positive. So, negative, positive, negative, positive. The negative divided by negative times negative because we are getting the product. Negative times negative, that is positive. Positive times negative is negative. Positive times positive, positive. Okay? And since the inequality symbol is less than 0 refers to negative values. So, ito yun. Again, titingin tayo sa product sign, ha? Sa product signs. So, negative. Ayan yun, nasa gitna. So, it means our final answer isa lang. Ito lang yun. Okay? So, x is greater than 7 but less than 10. Okay ba?
Check na check!
Last example. This time naman, ang given natin is 3x squared plus 7x is less than or equal to negative 2. So, this is different from our previous example kasi, take a look, may equal sign tayo sa baba. Pero konti lang naman yung kaibahan niyan sa mga previous example natin. Okay? So first, ilagay natin si negative 2 on the other side of the equation. So that will be 3x squared plus 7x plus 2 is less than or equal to 0. And after that, get the critical values of this equation or this inequality. So, critical values, 3x squared plus 7x plus 2 is equal to 0. So, by factoring, we can figure out this equation. So, that is 3x plus 1. Then, x plus 2 is equal to 0. So, 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. Put 1 on the other side. So, 3x equals negative 1. Then, divide both sides by 3. So, x is equal to negative 1. No? Then, x plus 2 is equal to 0. Put 2 on the other side. So, x equals negative 2. Next, put it in a number line. Okay, this is your x, no? So, arrange it from least to greatest. So, this is -2, this is -1/3. Tandaan class, kapag negative sign na pinag-usapan, mas maliit yung value niya in a positive way, mas mataas ang value niya sa negative sign. Okay? So, here it is. Isulat natin na 2 beses ang ating equation. 3x squared plus 7x plus 2. 3x squared plus 7x plus 2. Then, our p, as in product. So, at -2 and -1/3, 3x squared plus 7x plus 2 will become 0. So, 0 dito, 0 dito. So, again, negative, positive, no? Negative, positive, negative, positive. The negative divided by negative, positive. Positive divided by negative, negative. Positive divided by positive, positive. So, by the areas given, so this is x is less than or equal to -2. May symbol na tayong equal dito sa baba since our equation is may equal sign. Okay? Next, x is greater than or equal to -1/3. And yung last, x is greater than or equal to -2 but less than or equal to -1/3. So, this is a less than or equal to. So, we are looking for the negative sign. So, the answer is, our final answer, x is greater than or equal to -2, but less than or equal to -1/3. Okay ba?
Okay! Okay!
So, ayan. Naturo ko na sa inyo kung paano mag-solve ng isang quadratic inequality. This time, kayo naman ang gagawa nito. So, again, para di ka malito, sundin natin yung process, sundin natin yung steps na ginagawa para mas makuha natin ng accurate ang ating mga solution. So, hindi ko na patatagalin pa. Simulan na natin ang exercises. At dito ko natapos ang aking video on how to solve a quadratic inequality. So kung meron kayong natutunan, i-like natin ang ating mga videos. Kung meron kayong tanong, i-comment lang natin yan sa ating comment section at sasagutin natin yan agad-agad. Kung ice cream, kung gusto mong malaman ng iba ang iyong natutunan, i-share natin yan. At higit sa lahat, para di ka malate, hit the subscription button and ring the notification bell para lagi kang updated sa lahat ng mga mathematics tutorial videos ko. And by the way, meron tayong live stream every 2:30 ng hapon onwards, which is itanong mo kay Tito Gelo. Lahat ng mathematics assignment nyo, lahat ng mathematics question nyo ay sasagutin natin sa ating live stream. Okay? So, punta kayo doon para yung mga makikita nyong problem, makikita nyong solution ay actual nating sinusolve. Ayan. Okay? So, this is Tito Gelo, ang nagsasabing ang math, hindi madali. Shoo! Hindi! Pero masaya itong matutunan. Bye-bye!